We know that the reforms are difficult. They are difficult for any government, and even more so when a country is fighting a war. But the Ukraine's facility has a track record of effectively achieving these reforms for Ukraine's future under the most difficult circumstances. And it works. It has helped Ukraine to keep the course. The implementation of the Ukraine plan has been broadly successful, with 63 steps completed out of 68 due by the last payment requests. And this was happening in the areas of rule of law, anti-corruption, energy market, public administration and state-owned enterprise governments. But we all know that this work needs to continue for Ukraine's society and economy to grow stronger and to deliver its future prosperity and also social cohesion. The Ukraine support loan will build on these achievements and further prepare Ukraine for EU membership. At the same time, it is more than evident that we are operating in uncertain times. As explained by the President, our proposal therefore brings in the necessary flexibility to address Ukraine's urgent budgetary needs and unexpected financial needs. And today's decision will undoubtedly make us better equipped to navigate what is to come, while keeping clear sight on our long-term objective for a secure and prosperous Ukraine with economic growth inside the European family. Thank you. Commissioner Dombrovskis.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As President said, we are now approaching the 5th year of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Throughout this time, by bravely defending their homeland, Ukraine has also protected the entire European continent from Russian aggression. Europe can and must continue to provide Ukraine with the support it needs to ensure its financial stability and ability to defend itself. This is the only way we can secure a just and lasting peace, a peace which ensures real security for Ukraine and Europe in the long term. In December, EU leaders confirmed our resolve to help Ukraine to meet its urgent and sizable financing needs. Today we have taken the necessary step to put forward a proposal to deliver this crucial support. Allow me to highlight some important elements. The funds can be disbursed through either macrofinancial assistance or Ukraine facility. On macrofinancial assistance specifically, it is a tried and tested instrument for supporting Ukraine or countries in balance of payment difficulties. It is well suited to provide fast and flexible financial assistance while driving the implementation of meaningful reforms. It also complements and amplifies IMF programs, as it has been demonstrated in Ukraine over the past decade. Both macrofinancial assistance and the Ukraine facility provide for strong conditionality, especially on the fight against corruption. The 60 billion euros indicatively allocated to support Ukraine's defense efforts will allow Ukraine to access the equipment it needs to defend itself, and at the same time it will provide a very significant boost to the rapidly developing European and Ukrainian defense industries. Finally, as said before, Ukraine will only repay the Ukraine support loan if it receives reparations from Russia for the destruction its war has caused. This is why the proposal also makes clear that, in line with the conclusion by the leaders, the Union reserves its right to use the cash balances from immobilized Russian assets held in the EU to repay Ukraine support loan. Of course, time is of essence. The European Commission will work with co-legislators to ensure a swift adoption of today's proposals. Will also liaise with Ukrainian authorities to prepare financing strategy and ensuring steps needed to operationalize the support swiftly. With regards to broader support from our international partners, the implementation of G7-led Extraordinary Revenue Acceleration Loans initiative is progressing well. 35 billion euros have already been disbursed to Ukraine from G7 partners and the EU. And we will continue to engage closely with international partners, including the G7, to ensure a delivery on their commitments for 2026 and beyond. To conclude, supporting Ukraine is a litmus test for Europe. The outcome of Russia's brutal war of aggression against Ukraine will determine Europe's future. Today's proposal shows that we are determined to continue providing Ukraine with the support it needs, and it also represents a crucial investment in Europe's own security. Thank you.
Thank you, and we can now open the floor for questions. Yes, Sabine.
Thanks, Sabina Rosset, ANSI News Agency. There has been a strong political attention on a possible bi-European requirement. Will the loan apply the same eligibility rules on the geographical origin of defence procurement as the SAFE regulation? And could you clarify how a possible derogation will work in practice to ensure that urgent deliveries are not delayed? And then, if possible, I have a more technical question on the cost of servicing the debt. Does the Commission proposal specify how interest payments will be covered within the current EU budget? And if not, should we understand that the long-term solution is effectively being deferred to the MFF, with the options being either higher national contribution or reallocation from existing programs? Thank you.
So let me remind you also that we'll have a technical briefing after this press conference. But President,
I'll divide the answer between Valdis and me. The first part of your first question, I think it is an important step forward that we have integrated in this loan the same principles like in SAFE, that we say, first of all and first and foremost, if possible, the procurement should take place in Ukraine, in the European Union, and in the EEA EFTA countries. Because for us, it is a lot of money. These are billions and billions that are being invested, and these investments should have a return on investment in creating jobs, in creating research and development that is necessary for us. We have in parallel to boost our defense industrial base for the sake of not only the loan, but also for our own security. So there's a strong interest to give a strong incentive, first and foremost, to procure in the described region. But, of course, Ukraine is at war with Russia and needs support timely. So if the capability is not available in the European Union or in the EEA, EFTA countries or in Ukraine, and not in due time, then it is possible to go outside of this region. And I think this is a very successful change that we have now introduced in the procurement rules.
Commissioner, maybe on the second question, but we can go into details in the technical background.
On a second question, so indeed our proposal also foresees interest loan subsidy for Ukraine, and this interest loan subsidy for Ukraine will be covered by the contributions to the EU budget of the participating 24 EU member states as regards this financing period, and indeed in the context of next MFF a dedicated instrument to cover interest rates can be considered, but that will be part of the discussions concerning the next MFF.
Thank you. And we take a question from an Ukrainian media, Vitaly.
Thank you, Vitaly.